In this double life, the new normal is the constant scrolling, posting, and reacting. This often puts us on a new kind of battlefield, not of physical conflict, but of deep emotional resonance, where every peaceful post feels like a performance. No, wait, it is a performance. Let me show you how. My friends have asked me numerous times to take pictures of them, often until they've got that perfect post worthy shot. They genuinely think it makes them happy. But I wonder, how can a few double taps truly have that kind of impact? When in reality, those moments of digital perfection hide deeper silent battles within our own minds. Speaking of these battles, let me share a personal one. I'm not on any social media, which in today's tech savvy world makes me feel like I'm from some other planet. Initially, I felt different, but soon the FOMO hit hard. My friends would talk about memes or inside jokes I hadn't seen, or make plans in group chats I wasn't a part of. And everyone I'd meet for the first time would ask me, "Are you on social media?" And trust me, their faces were worth watching every time they'd hear me say no. I've often thought of making an account just so I'd be spared that face, to feel accepted or part of society. But I wonder if an account is really the best for my own peace. And social media has become so widespread in today's age. I mean, I see even young children that pass by me having their own phones in hands, taking pictures and videos of the smallest of moments. And I wonder if we'll need nostalgia filters just to remember what real childhood looked like. I mean, think of it like this. If I pull out one of these, a phone from maybe 10 years ago, the younger generation wouldn't know what this is. This dates back to the time when we weren't so focused on the perfect filters on our posts or the perfect captions to go underneath them, but rather focused on living in the moment and not being so self conscious. We often chase digital perfection while overlooking the very essence of human connection. Consider the irony. We spend hours perfecting a post that might garner likes from strangers when we overlook the present company, the unscripted laughter, or the quiet comfort in the shared silence we have with our loved ones. We are subjected to chasing external validation while we often overlook the very important thing we're supposed to have, our own peace. And about this peace, it's weird how we go to insane lengths to find it, when in reality, our pursuit weaves a cobweb of thoughts our inner self struggles against, suffocates under. At one point or another, we all have these thoughts. Am I pretty? Am I good enough? What will they think about me? And sometimes others' opinion can matter so much more than our own that our battles aren't just limited to our minds, but they reach our faces and our bodies as well. Trust me, I know, because I too have been through that weird phase where I needed validation from everyone around me because I saw all my friends being perfectly photogenic, not needing daisy facials to make their skin glow or to make their acne disappear. And I wondered when I'd look like them or if I even could. But I had a breaking point, a point when I started asking questions. Questions like, why do I care what they'll think? And on that day, I realized that I don't have to be perfect or accepted or part of society. And I realized that my meaning of peace. To me, Peace is when my mind, body, and soul are interwoven by a single thought. When I feel content and free rather than content for others. To me, it's about nurturing my self confidence and confiding in the values that I have been given. So that I don't have to worry about what someone thinks about the way I look or the way I talk. And to me, it's the belief that the grace in my imperfections is why I am perfect in some way. And I found my meaning of peace after years and years of searching. Searching through every moment when I felt unseen or unheard. Through every time I stayed quiet when someone said something harsh to me. Or in every time when I didn't speak up for myself, making comparisons with the world around me. But on that day, the day that I talked about asking questions, exactly. On that day, I refused to be put into this neat little box with a pretty label and a bow on it. The perfect representation of the ideal standards of society. On that day, I decided that I won't be limited to that box. I'll make my own box, even if it has a tilted label or even if it's missing a bow. Because to me, I didn't want to be labeled by society and I didn't want to question my own worth. And to me, that was peace. So, what do we conclude? Maybe peace isn't picture perfect. Maybe it isn't filtered, curated, or hashtagged. Maybe it's not about coloring in the lines. Maybe peace is raw, unfiltered, real. Maybe it's about a out of tune karaoke night or a messy drawing. But if that means standing alone in a world addicted to applause, then so be it. Because I'd rather be at peace with myself than at war for likes. Because after all, the loudest kind of peace is the one that doesn't have to be posted. Thank you.